Welcome, Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. Luckily, we're not broke down today. We're in a good roll-off truck. We're in the middle of Arkansas. I believe it's the middle. I don't even know where I'm at. Just stopped off, found a Quick Trip, which is cool. That's a little reminder of back up in Kansas City where there's Quick Trip on every other corner. Found a Quick Trip truck stop out here. I think I'm past. I don't even know. I'm over here. I'm on I-40. Yeah, I-40 north. Uh, headed back home. Last night was fun. It was a fun time. I hope my wind noise isn't too bad. I got the windows cracked a little bit. I'll turn on the AC a little bit. It's a really nice day out. It's really nice to roll with the windows down. But I'll sit and talk with you guys for a while with a little bit of quietness. Here we go. Um, Man, last night, yeah, I had no problems. I yawned a couple of times, but it was no big deal. I stopped. I drank probably 3 or 4 coffees on my way down. Everything worked out well, and this isn't like a crazy drive either. I mean, it was a pretty long day, from 7 a.m. to midnight, being awake. Well, I guess I woke up at probably 5:30. So it was a lot to be awake that whole time, but it wasn't no big deal. I got down there, got to the hotel. Tell you what, it is a miracle that I didn't hit a deer. Uh, I don't know if the deer are different down here or not, but up in Kansas City, like the deer just hang out in the roads. They're like, yeah, let's just hang out on the road. They like the hard ground. They like to just stand on the hard ground. I don't understand what the fuck it is about Missouri deer. They like to hang out on the pavement. Uh, the Arkansas deer, they all stay in the grass, and they don't freak out when you drive by either. They just watch you. Some of them don't even watch you. They just keep on doing what they're doing. They're like, whatever. But there are, I mean, and I know I'm kind of down here in rural area, remote area, Arkansas, but there were so many fucking deer. Every like 300 feet, you'd see 6 or 7 of them on my side of the road. There's probably on the other side too. Okay, and I did see some on that side of the road. It's just kind of hard to see when you're driving at night. But I could see them all right there on the side of the road. Luckily I was on 4-lane highways the whole way, so I just occupied that fast lane, that left lane the whole time. So I was a little further off the edge of the road, and had a good time. I didn't see. This is the other crazy thing. I did not see one police officer the entire drive yesterday. No DOT, no police, no nobody. And every scale that I passed was closed. I only passed 2 or 3 of them, I think. But it was kind of like a ghost town last night. It was just like me and just a few other people on the highway just hauling. I mean, it was midnight. There towards the end, I was rolling with the school bus. I don't know. They had some sort of chess team on board, or maybe it was like a soccer team. Maybe could have been just a bunch of nerds on the bus. I don't know. But there was a bus, and I rolled with it for a while, and I was like, I think it is better to roll in a pack on the road rather than being separate. 2 cars might keep the deer running away, or I'll be behind the bus, and if somebody hits the deer, it's going to be the bus full of children. Which ironically, I would prefer that. The bus is going to be fine. they're going to have to pull over. They might have some engine issues, but everybody's going to be fine. And they're probably from around here. Me, I don't need engine issues. I don't need to hit a deer. I don't need any of that. I'm not from around here. His cell service was kind of spotty. You know, my podcast would turn off every now and again. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know any, let the bus full of children get hit, okay? And that's just my thinking. Maybe I'm wrong, but nobody got hit, so everybody's fine. And it wasn't like I was going to try to get the deer to run out in front of the bus. I don't want anybody to get hit by the deer, but I was thinking, logically, it would be a better, and, what if it was the push-up team or, I don't know, the weightlifting team on that bus? The bus gets hit, gets immobilized. They can push the fucking bus, okay? Me, I am not pushing this truck, okay? I am not a weightlifter, and I think I'm kind of strong. Sometimes I try not to be strong because I'll get hurt if I do something too heavy, like my kitchen table. It's really fucking heavy. I tried to carry it up 2 flights of stairs by myself, and well, that was probably 6 years ago. And I still feel it. Okay. We need more AC. Let's get some more AC up in here. There we go. Blow it on me. Yeah, don't blow it on the roof. So yeah, or it could have been the track team. You never know. Or it could have been a wildlife team for high school. And if they break down, they hit a deer, they can get out and take notes on what kind of deer it was they hit. Or maybe they were vet students and they could fix it back up and send the deer to get hit by another car. I don't know. There's so many fucking deer though. And they're just right on the side of the highway. And you're hauling it was 65 most of the way, but I was doing about 60 because I'm just like, I feel like I can slow down faster at 60, so I stayed it a little slower. But no, it's a really nice drive. It was not bad at all. I enjoyed it. A lot of friends of the road rolling with me. And there's only a couple of like city areas that I had to go through. It was pretty one of the best. But like I said, it was a long drive, but it was really only like a 9-hour deal, so it wasn't too crazy. And there's plenty of places to stop, get fuel. Every time I got down to a half tank, I'd stop and fuel up, which is, I never do that in my car. My truck, my car, I run them down till they're like, this thing's about to run the fuck out. You better get some fuel. So, got to the hotel, got parked, and walked in. And listen, I feel bad for the elderly lady, but she's an elderly lady at midnight because I got there right at midnight. An elderly lady at midnight trying to check into a hotel in the middle of Arkansas. Didn't go very quickly. And I had to piss and shit, and I was pretty fucking tired of being on the road all day, and I was just ready to go the fuck to bed. And this old lady, she's over there talking about her grandkids and what they're in town for and what they're going to do after this and what they did before this. And there's a gay black guy at the desk, which that was kind of shocking, but it's all right. They're just two pals having a powwow, talking. And I'm just like, can you hurry the fuck up, old bitch? Okay, you're not a bitch. You're probably really nice. You look like a nice lady. You probably have made a lot of cookies in your life. And, but you ain't got no cookies and you're in my way. I need to go to the fucking bedroom. Okay? I'm ready to go to sleep. But I don't usually get like that. I just say that shit on the podcast. But it was a while. It took a while for her to get checked in, and she was there when I got there. Like when I was parking my truck, she was already there at the counter. So it took her probably almost an hour to get checked in. And she did say at one point, she's like, "We are just so tired." I'm like, "Well, then quit talking to him about everything. He doesn't give a shit. He works nights at the Holiday Inn Express. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He wants to sit there and listen to Juice World and beat off, okay? Beat off to the hidden cameras in the room. That's all he wants to do. So fucking leave him alone." So then I got in my room and yeah, took a shit, laid down, watched a crazy interaction between President Trump, J.D. Vance, and Voldemort Zelensky, the guy from the second Russia, or the Ukrainian guy, uranium in Ukraine, or I don't know. That guy. That guy. I think he made a big, big mistake here. I don't think any of that was a good move. I think everything that he did in that meeting was wrong. That was not good. It was not. It did not work out very well for him, and it sucks because I've thought about it for a while. I mean, I've been driving for a while. I've been driving for like 3 hours, but listening to other podcasts and stuff. Not really about that, but I just stopped and ate some food and watched a video about people commenting on what happened with all that meeting and everything. That's not good, okay? And for the people that don't watch, this fucking guy that's been piggybacking on the United States to win an unwinnable war in his country. We just been shoveling money into bags and sending it his way, and also like airplanes and rockets and all kinds of shit. We've been giving this guy anything and everything he could ever want, and then and that was with Biden to help win this war or whatever, and people are just they're just dying on both sides. But, Russia's a lot bigger and has a lot more people. And if you don't have the United States, you have nothing, okay? And you're over here, and he's like undermining and trying to be aggressive towards the president. Like, it doesn't matter what the president is. I guess I heard things that Biden even had issues with him, but Biden wasn't in charge. So it didn't really matter how Biden felt about him. But Trump, I mean, he said some stuff in there that's like pretty scary shit for the Ukraine. He's like, you come in here, you have nothing. The only way out of this is with us. Without us, you can figure it out on your own. And that's what we'll do. And so basically, do you want support from the United States? Because this is the deal that we put on the table. And it seems like a fair deal. I haven't looked at the deal. I don't know what the deal is exactly. But it's something about like mining and a mining operation in Ukraine ran by the United States. If United States is in Ukraine, oh shit. Are you going to let me over? This fucking GPS told me to go that way. And I'm like, no. Why am I exiting? It says 17-minute faster this way. I'm like, well, yeah, let me go that way then. What the fuck are you doing? And this RTI motherfucker right here. You are slow as shit. You're fucked up, dude. You are high on methamphetamine. Well, maybe if he's high on methamphetamine, might be going faster. Unless he's like doing yoga in the back, in the sleeper back. Holy shit, you're slow as fuck. You're just a big fucking log on the road. Yeah, so I don't know. Obviously, me, whatever I think, whatever I say isn't going to have any effect on anything. But I think I'm just bringing awareness to the situation that happened yesterday, and holy shit, that was fucking that was that was a fucked up situation. Not a good look. And of course, every other media outlet other than Fox is spinning this to be to make Trump look bad. It's like, what are you talking about? How did Trump look bad at all during this? All right, CRST, you are clogging up. You're another log on the fucking highway here. Dywall, motherfuckers. I'm gonna follow you, Dywall. You seem like you don't give a shit about speed limits. I'm gonna get behind you. No, CRST, you done fucked up. You're going way too goddamn slow for way too fucking long. You're getting past, bitch. You're getting past, bitch. Okay? No, fuck off. You're doing 40 back there. Okay? Let me in front of you, you stupid bitch. Jesus Christ. He's right on my tail now. Fuck, dude. No, you were going 40 back there. You don't deserve to be ahead of me. If there's ever a reason you're going 40 on the highway, no. Get the fuck out. Let me fucking lead. Jesus, I'm empty and I'm a straight truck. Shut the fuck up, big fucking bitch. Anyways, my new dog, Luna. Hope you enjoyed that yesterday's podcast. I did it all in one shot, so there's no editing fuck ups there. So that's pretty cool. Today, though, the dog has been a terror in the house. Not really, a cute terror. Uh, she's a puppy, so she likes to chew on things and nibble on stuff. In the kids' hands, my son, he realizes she's just playing and stuff, but my daughter's like, nope, this is not gonna work out. My daughter's freaking the fuck out, but she still thinks the dog's super cute, and I think that dog is gonna grow up to just love her so much. And then, but the dog did take a big old shit and a piss on the rug in the house or on the carpet. So my wife had to spend part of the day today carpet cleaning, which is always a good thing. I'm gonna come home and it's gonna be a nice fresh house. I hope. Probably not. The dog will probably shit on the floor right before I get there. I don't know. It's a puppy, so it's gonna happen. We just gotta try to make sure she goes outside often, especially after she eats. And then, yeah, the piss on the floor, not cool. Not cool, doggy. CRST, if you think you're gonna fucking pass me, you are fucking high as a kite, you stupid bitch. He is angry back there. He is just an angry CRST driver. And then today, right before I got a call from the wife, right before I sat down to eat, she said, yeah, the dog is great, but the dog figured out what our daughter's favorite toy is, which is a little bluey stuffed animal. She has to sleep with it. She has to go everywhere with it. It's got to be there. She's got to have it. If she doesn't have it, nobody's having a good time. And the dog went into her room. You know, my wife laid her down, was going to do something, turned around, walked out, and then bloody murder screams coming from her room. She ran in there. She's like, what? She's like, Bluey! And Luna had snagged Bluey by the hand and took off with it. We inherited, I guess, we adopted a bunch of dog toys. We have a fuckload of dog toys, and this dog is like, nope, none of those squeaky toys is what I want. I want that one. And it was a scary time for my daughter. I know it was. She was like, ah! Like her most prized possession was just getting chomped on by a little puppy that she's just deathly afraid of. Like my little dogs right now, if they lick her hand, she freaks the fuck out. She's like, she bit me. I'm like, they licked you. No, they bit me. I'm like, they licked you. Stop saying the dogs are biting you. They're not biting you. They are licking you. These dogs don't bite, especially you. They're not going to bite anybody. It's a Yorkie Chihuahua and a little fucking tater tot on short legs. Short bow legs. She's a little bow-legged tater tot. And, yeah, they love the kids. They just want to get some love and affection from the kids, and the kids are like, ah! Well, my daughter is just freaking out, thinking the dog, every time the dog's tongue comes out, those are teeth, and they're going to hurt. I'm like, where are you bleeding? Nowhere. I'm like, where's the mark? If she bit you at all, like your skin is so delicate, if she even barely nibbled on you, there would be some sort of a mark. No, she licked you, okay? Relax, crazy girl. And I guess my wife has been having a fun time dealing with my daughter and the dog. And my daughter, like, the dog will go in the kennel a lot, and my daughter will run up and lock the door. And she's like, quit locking her in the kennel. Because the dog is like, what the fuck? And starts scratching at the door and everything. But I guess that dog is like fully warmed up to everybody in the house except for me, which is sad, but I got time. I think this might be actually kind of interesting because I'm going to get along with the dog no matter what. But having them all establish a relationship with the dog first might be a good deal. Might be a good deal. So, but yeah, I know as soon as I get home, she's going to be like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this guy? Is this the guy that put those eardrops in my ear? Fuck him. And as soon as I get home, I got to put eardrops in again because I'm the only one that can hold the dog down and put them in. So, I don't know. But we're going to have all day tomorrow. We're going to hang out and play and run around. And we're going to go eat lunch at my mom's house. She's got a fenced-in yard, but it's missing the gates. So it's not fenced in at all. But we're going to take the dog there and see how it goes. She's also on a double cul-de-sac, so there's no escaping for this dog. I mean, there is if she's in front of you and follows the road all the way out, which would be interesting, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think I want to teach this dog to not run away. I want to teach this dog that, hey, you wear a leash sometimes, but you don't have to. You just got to stick around us. You know, you like us, right? You like us, don't you, dog? Quit running away. And all my dogs have been that way, except for Chevy. Chevy, the big, dumb Great Pyrenees, he's such a good boy. But if you let him out, if you opened up the front door and said, come on, he would come outside and he'd stick around. And he'd be like, cool, we're hanging out. But if you open the door and he's squeezed out, he's gone. I mean, we always got him back, but he is like, this is an opportunity I've only dreamt of. And he runs off. And you got to chase him, and he thinks it's so much fun. But, I don't know. I guess my neighbor has 3 pit bull mixes, and they're all boys. So it's going to be interesting. And I don't know. I talked to my wife a little bit more about fixing her. I was like, how about we wait till she's 2 years old. and then we can decide at that point to whether fix her or breed her. But let's not make that decision too soon, because I think with time, we'll get her fixed here in a couple months, and then 2 years from now we're gonna be like, man, I wish we could. She'll bring it up. She'll say, man, I wonder why if we could have we should have had puppies with her or something like that. And I'll be like, you asshole made me get her fixed, and now you're asking for puppies? I told you. Let's just wait to get her fixed till she's about 2. That's how long we waited for my all my dogs. So they were all about 2 years old when we got them fixed. Because, it was 2 boys in the house, so it was like, we got to get them fixed because they're not getting along. And we got them fixed, and they were fine all the way up until the very end. But I think Chevy had something going on with him. I think he had we had fox in our backyard, and a lot of people say the dogs the fox pee will get into the dog brain and fuck it up somehow. And I don't know. I never got it tested. I never got it checked. There's no way to actually know, but I know that this dog was sweet and good and turned into a vicious hound. I don't know what it could have been. If it was rabies, I feel like rabies isn't like an on and off type of deal, because he would go fucking nuts, but then he'd be cool, and he'd go fucking nuts, and then he'd be cool, and there was no reason for it either. But that ship has sailed. He's gone. And yeah, that's what I'm going back to it, where I said, yeah, I lost my 2 big dogs, but if a big dog really wants to get you, it's going to get you. And you think you're a big, strong person, like you can handle it, but in reality, when that situation arises where if a big dog like that attacks you, there ain't nothing you can. I mean, you can fight it back and you could probably win, but it's not going to be easy. And if if that dog, you never know. So, and especially if it ended up being a kid or my wife, getting attacked, is like, I don't know what to do. That, like, I don't want any more big dogs. And then here we are. I just got a German Shepherd, like a dog that's made for attacking. But it's going to be fine. Everybody has dogs. Dog attacks aren't that often, okay? It'll be fine. We'll train this dog to be just a perfect little dog, and a perfect big dog. And it'll be all right. This drive is going a little bit faster today. It's going all right. It's going all right. Yesterday, I don't know. I wanted to turn on the podcast again yesterday and do another one, but I was like, no, I'll wait for today. But really, not because I had anything special to say. It's just that whenever I'm talking and doing these, it really makes the drive that much better. Like, I'm going to finish it. I'm only halfway through, but it's already been 30 minutes. Yesterday, I looked at the clock probably 7 times every 30 minutes, and I'm like, God damn it. Am I going to be there anytime? Like, what is going on? I don't know if I'm going to make it. Every time I look at the clock, it's only been 2 minutes. But I haven't looked at the clock in 29 minutes and 17 seconds, so that's pretty cool. The diet is on. The last time I ordered groceries, that's what I got. I got everything for the diet. I'm going to be on the diet, but I did stop and eat some pizza from Quick Trip. Okay, I just feel like I had to say that. Yesterday, I stopped at Love's, got me some hard-boiled eggs. I was a good boy. But then, I don't know, today, it was just, it was too perfect of an opportunity to stop there at the Quick Trip. I preferred to stop at Quick Trip, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and eat. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. And I did the shake test on 3 pizzas, and 2 of them were perfect. And they were pretty damn good. Now I did throw in a bag of Cheetos. I probably shouldn't have done that, but you know, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. There's a sign there that said wildflower area, and there was a mower driving through it. Like, I don't know if that's. Did you just put the sign up? Because you just mowed it down, dude. Like, what? You guys are out here mowing already? Arkansas, you're mowing already? I guess the grass is a little bit green. But damn, Arkansas's mowing already. Don't even bring that up. I don't want to mow yet. I'm not ready. I'm not quite ready to mow yet. I don't want to mow yet. CRST is I don't even see him no more. I think he done gave up. The only thing he wanted to do was race me. So it seems like he's on the road for. The dump facility, that was an interesting time. It wasn't too crazy, but I got there, I pulled up next to the scale because there wasn't like a box or anything. Then I had to back up, get on the scale, go in through a certain gate. She didn't give me any directions on where things were supposed to be, but I kind of just drove around until I figured it out. It's a pretty big facility down there. Talked to a guy. He said, drop it. I dropped it. He signed a piece of paper. I left, and I scaled back out. And then I'm sitting on the scale. I get out of the truck. I walk up to the window. And then she's like, okay, now take all this paperwork over to the whatever room. The analysis room or whatever the fuck. I'm like, where's the analysis room? She's like, it's the first building on the right. And I walk out, and this is like the first door to the right is the same building. So I'm like, all right, that's not it. And then she opens the gate for me. Like, I look around, there's no trucks pulling up or anything, but she opened the gate so I could walk through it. So I walk through the gate, and my truck is still sitting on the scale. And I walk up, and I'm like, building on the right, like, I don't see, there's a shed, and then I see another building, and I saw some people inside, so I went in there, and they're like, no, it's way over there. I had to walk back out, go to that building, get signed, get a piece of paper signed, or what. I'm like, why couldn't that bitch fucking walk it over here? What the hell? Do I work here? No, I don't work here. I'm paying you to do the paperwork. Okay, the fuck? You got me walking all around this facility, and then I walk back, and there's 2 trucks waiting. They look angry as fuck because I'm sitting on the scale. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. There's nowhere to park. There's nowhere to park. Once you leave the scale, you're on the road. So I'm like, I don't even know what she expected me to do. But I'm like, I can't believe I got badged in, dropped, got badged out, weighed, and I was getting ready to leave, and then she's like, you got to go back in there. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Well, now I know. Okay, so next time, now I know. But it was real awkward. Those truck drivers were looking at me. You know, they were probably saying, it's Saturday, and you motherfucker are holding me up. They might have sat there for 5 minutes. Nothing crazy, but still, if I sat here for silence for 5 minutes, you guys turn it off. Okay, that's a long time to sit there waiting for just to get your job done. You never know. Like that could have been the guy's last load for the day, and he's like, all I gotta do is weigh this fucking thing, and I can go home. And this motherfucker's sitting on the scale. You know, because that's what I'd be saying if I was sitting there. But I was like, I'm sorry. I know. I fucked up. But where else am I supposed to go? There's nowhere to park the truck. I'm not going to do another U-turn, drive back in here just to go over there. So I don't know. Everything ended up fine. I don't know them. I'll never see them again. I'm gone. I'm driving. I'll probably see them again. Seems like once I go to a facility once, I end up going there several times for different reasons. And it's like, wow, I've never been there before in 3 years. And now I'm there 4 or 5 times. And I know I'll be going back probably. I don't know if it'll be me, but I would prefer it to be me. But we're going to have to go back and pick up that container. Unless there's a unless we I don't know, we're gonna have to go get that container picked back up, and I think that could be next week. I don't know, it could be, several weeks from now. I don't know, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this drive again. This is a good drive. It's a good drive right now. CRSTs fucked with me a little bit there, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. We're doing well. Did anything else happen on my route? No. Oh, well, I did see a lot of police today. I haven't seen any in a while, but I did, like, right as I left, it was a 45 zone, and I was doing about 50. I came around the corner, police car sitting there, fucking on the brakes. And I know he was probably radaring, that corner, waiting for somebody to come around it too fast, because I don't know, it just seemed like a good spot to fucking lay on it. And luckily, he got the car that was behind me. He pulled over the car behind me, and then I saw, the next town or town after next. I saw another guy getting pulled over. I was like, "Damn, Arkansas is going nuts!" And the radio station, 98.1 KMBZ up in Kansas City. I listened to them, and I don't know. I just had heard something, the other day. One of the hosts, Scott Parks, his daughter, drove down to Arkansas, and her car had broke down out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, and she was trying to call roadside service and stuff, and he was, give me a call, I'll fucking be there. Just kidding, maybe, I don't know. But he called the highway patrol, and he's like, "Hey, my daughter, she broke down. This is where she's at. I was wondering if you guys could just send a car to check on her or whatever." And they denied her. The state of Arkansas said no. He's like, "But what? It's dark. It's the middle of the night. She's all alone. Like, you're not going to go check on her? Like, I'm just trying to see if you guys could check on her." And they're like, "Nope. We're not going to do that." Like, and I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I know that was his experience. That's not everybody's experience, but I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm like, all right, Arkansas does not give a fuck about out of towners. And hey, that's okay. We don't pay taxes here, but fuck. Back to the deer thing. I have not seen one carcass on the side of the road. No roadkill, like, at all. There's been a couple little things, but no deer. Like, you would think with how many deer I saw last night that somebody would hit one at some point in time. That's why I'm like, these deer are built different down here. They're like, yeah, duh, we don't walk in the road. We'll get hit by a fucking car. We all stay in the grass. Cars rarely ever drive in the grass. But yeah, it shows it, because there's like no deer at all dead on the side of the road. They're all alive and just eating grass or whatever the fuck they eat. Eating a half bag of Cheetos somebody threw out the window. But, well, in all honesty, it's a pretty clean state. There's no. It's going to be shocking as soon as I cross the state line, because you get into Missouri, there are dead deer all over the place, and trash all throughout the ditches. I don't know why. I do like Missouri, but it's just kind of a strange thing to see. And I know at first I noticed that whenever I drove down to Florida. It was for our cruise. We drove down to Miami. A long fucking drive, I'll tell you that. And yeah, I know, we got through Missouri, and then it's like every other state after that, like their road cleanup system is like on point because there's like the roads are clean. Well, till you get to Atlanta, but the roads are clean and no dead animals and cut grass and not really a lot of trash or anything. It's like you guys know what you're doing over here. You guys really know what you're doing. The truck has been doing great. There is a weird thing that's going on with it. Every time you turn it off and turn it back on, the engine fan will stay running for, well, I need to do a couple more tests, but the engine fan, even though it's not, the coolant isn't overheating, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the fan will run the entire time for 2 hours. It'll run for 2 hours no matter what you're doing in the truck. And then after 2 hours, it will not turn back on. When you're looking at the temp gauge, you're like, I wonder if that fan's going to turn on. And it does not turn on. But then you end up going down a hill, letting off the throttle, and it'll cool down the engine. But you're just like, what the fuck is going on? The fan in this truck is weird. I am not going to write it up. I'm not going to say shit about it. Everybody seems to love this truck a lot. I have no problems with it, but it just, I don't know. There's something weird going on with the fan, where the fan just like stays on until it gets too hot, and then it just turns off and won't turn back on. So you turn the truck off, turn it back on. Yeah, Saturday. Here we are, rolling around. Um, yeah, got my truck cleaned out yesterday. I'm excited to get in it and drive around. It's got two 6x9 speakers in speaker boxes in the back seat. I had those for, I don't know why I bought those. I had them for a long time. I had a sub also. I'd like to get another sub, little 10-inch. It was a dual sub, the Walmart brand, dual sub, 300-watt amp built into the sub box and everything is really neat. And I think I want to get another one, but I don't know how to wire that up to a stock radio. It's probably simpler than I think, or way more complex. But yeah, having a sub and some 6x9s, and then I got some little 4x3s or whatever they are, 5x3s. I'm not sure what they are. Up in the dash of that truck, they're all aftermarket speakers, and it sounds all right. It doesn't go as loud as I would want it to. I don't know. I think it would start getting too distorted if it goes that too much louder. But I don't know. I tried to listen to, I don't know, Icky Thump or something the other day. I don't know. And I was just like, this song doesn't work on this radio. I need more bass. I ain't got no bass. What about that bass? And the 6x9 speakers, I don't know. I could add in another set of speakers that go up in the pillars up above the passenger seat or the rear seat, because that's where the original ones are. But they're disconnected and all fucked up. So I don't know if I'll have those or not. But I don't know. Whenever I get the time, I'm gonna try to. I think I tried once before. I got a stock radio, which those 90s Chevys, early 90s Chevys, their radios are really awkward because there's like the faceplate with all the buttons and the tuner and everything on it is just a little box. It's not the radio. It has wires that go down to another module that's underneath the gas pedal. And it's got all these different things, like 3 different plugs you got to plug into it, and the antenna. And then it's bolted to like the structure of the dash. And then it's got, well, the other plugs go to like this. There's like a little cassette player or whatever on some of them. And mine doesn't have the cassette player anymore. Somebody swapped it out for that single den add-on piece or whatever. But I want to get it. I want to put this truck back to on the interior, kind of back to stock. I'd like to figure out something to do with the headliner. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that. Getting an extended cab headliner in the truck without removing the windshield is can be kind of a pain in the ass. So I might watch some YouTube videos on that and try to order a headliner. That it would definitely make the truck feel a little bit more well put together if I had a headliner. Or if I just, clean the roof off a little bit, maybe that'd be cool. And I mean, while I'm missing the headliner, I'll just put in a sunroof. Just find take the shelf out of my refrigerator and cut a hole that size and put some silicone around it and glue that to my roof, and then boom, I got me a fucking moon roof. It ain't gonna open, but I don't know, maybe that's the way to do it. Alright, where's my turn? Okay, good. I got 75 miles till I got a turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, the vibe where I'm at right now looks a little bit like home. It's not that much different, but down where I was, down towards El Dorado, man, it just feels like like a like a movie set. Some of it, because I don't know, the way the trees are, and the I don't know, it's just really nice, really cool. I'm about to be getting up here into the hills. Oh, and I went through a tunnel too. There's a tunnel at some point in time that I'll be going through, which would be nice. It's always interesting to drive through a tunnel. There's only one tunnel though, so I was hoping there'd be more. But just driving around doing my thing. I finally listened to the Theo Vaughn, Cat Williams podcast. I've been seeing all kinds of clips and shit all over Facebook and YouTube that I'll just be scrolling on those reels or whatever, and then it'll be a reel on him, and it just seems so funny. So I wanted to listen to it. Listen to it. It's good. It's really good. I don't know, the demeanor of Cat Williams versus Shannon Sharp, that podcast that like broke the internet or whatever it was. His demeanor in that one was totally different from him to Joe Rogan, and then it looked like he still was going to have a little bit of the same demeanor in Theo's, but Theo's just such a good interviewer that he broke him from it, and Cat Williams is actually seems a little bit like a person rather than a robot, or, I don't know, an overachiever. Well, I don't know. In Joe Rogan's podcast, he's just like, I read 70,000 books in the first year of my life before I could even read. I read all the books. She's like, what the fuck? No, you did not. Like, yes, I did. I read all the books. And he just has I don't know. It almost kind of felt like trolling a little bit. It felt like Cat Williams was trolling Joe Rogan for a long time. But the one with Theo is really good. You should check it out. He's a good one. And other than that, I don't know. I listened to a couple other ones. Listen to the Woody Harrelson one from Joe Rogan. And then there's another guy, I don't know. Oh, he's the guy that made a show. It's called Exotic West or something, Exotic America. I don't know what it was. But it was a It seems like a show that I'm going to want to start watching. He gave some spoilers out for the first and second episode, and I'm just like, man, now I think I need to watch it. But I don't know if I don't know. He said some things that's like, oh yeah, I'll watch that, but I don't know. Maybe whenever I sit down and start watching, I'll be like, all right, this is. I mean, because anytime I watch shows, they got little kids running around, so I don't know if I could have little kids watching this show. It's some sort of Savage America. I don't know what it was. It was called something special, but it is, 1883 and 1923 and uh, uh, the other show, all from that one guy that made those good Western TV shows. This is another one, but I guess there's some Mormon stuff in there. I don't know. They talk about the Mormons. The Mormons were kind of badass, but they're super nice, but they're kind of badass, and I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be a Mormon anytime soon, but I think I'll watch the show just because I don't know. I guess that Joe seemed like he liked it a lot. He said everybody should go watch it, so I might check it out if I get the time, if I have the right platform to watch it. It's like you got to have this subscription, but you can't have the regular one. You got to have the Plus subscription, and then you got to have a Hulu subscription. Also, I don't know. It's maybe Trump or Elon could fix that fucking shit up. Like, hey man, like I want to watch TV. I don't want to fucking have to buy several different subscriptions to shit to watch everything. Jesus. I don't think they're going to fix that. But if they can get pharmaceutical ads off of the television, that'd be great. I think we'd be winning with that. Get them pharmaceutical ads off. All those fucking antidepressant commercials and fucking bloating commercials and stuff. But it'll also take away the Mucinex commercials. And I think I enjoy the Mucinex commercials. Okay, the little booger running around. That'll be gone. Think about that. Okay, you're gonna lose something. You're not gonna gain everything. You're gonna lose some. Flonase. Man, all those guys, they're working on them commercials right now. They're like, hey, it's about to be the season. Gonna need to start using some allergy medications, and I don't know which one. I need to watch TV to figure out which one I need. Just kidding. You just buy them all. You buy all of the, and then you're like, I think this one worked a little bit, and then that's the one you stick with for years until it stops working. But yeah, Woody Harrelson, he was good. He was a good one. I liked that one, listening to him. He's a very interesting type of guy. There's some shit going on with him that a lot of people aren't happy with. I don't know, his parents or him or whatever it was. I don't know. Hadn't looked into it, but I know that I've enjoyed his movies that he's in, so I think he's an all right guy. But there's some people that don't like him. Some people that tried to cancel him. And I guess let's look at the next podcast I could listen to. It'd be Bill Murray. Bill Murray one was posted up today, 2 hours ago. That's going to be a good one to listen to. And then there's my podcast, and then Presidential Daily Brief. Here's one I don't really listen to all that often. Duncan Trussell Family Time Hour or whatever it is. Duncan Trussell is one of the Joe Rogan guests that I'll never miss. I'll never miss that episode. I look forward to Duncan Trussell being on Joe Rogan because the chemistry between them is just it makes for a very entertaining conversation. So I tried to listen to a couple of Duncan Trussell's regular podcasts, and I don't know, it's just kind of hard to get into without, I don't know. And then here we go, we got Tucker Carlson show. He's always posting shit up. Oh, bump. Listen to that Elon Musk Joe Rogan podcast. That was pretty good. Pretty damn good. Ben Shapiro. And we got Bad Friends. And they post new episode out on Patreon today. It's like, I ain't paying to listen to your fucking podcast. I'm paying for Spotify. Okay? Patreon is annoying, man. Everybody wants. I understand. I think I had opened up a Patreon account. I never put anything in there. I was just trying to get things set up whenever I started my YouTube channel. So I think I started up an account for Twitter, TikTok, well, obviously Facebook, Instagram. Like I wanted to cover all my platforms, not knowing where things were gonna go. And now I'm just like, fuck everything else. I'm doing just Facebook. Facebook is all I need. So anyways, Bad Friends is a good podcast to listen to when they post them, but they put them on fucking Patreon. Sean Ryan show. That's a good one. A lot of people do enjoy it. I probably would enjoy it. I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. It's a good show. It's a good show. The Golden Hour, don't really listen to that, but I'm on there. Kyle Kalinske, this fucking guy. He used to love Joe Rogan, and then I don't know what happened. And now, like every episode of Kyle Kalinske, he's just like, Joe Rogan doesn't know anything. He's fucking idiot. And it's like, no. Now that you had said that, now everybody thinks you're an idiot. So you kind of fucked yourself, Kyle Kalinske. And I don't know, he doesn't read, I guess he does not read comments. He takes that advice from Joe Rogan. He does not read comments because you get on his shit and you roll through, all the comments are people pissed off at him. You know, I don't know. He's a news commentator or something, I don't know. The Duck Call Room. Yeah, I listen to that. Cy Robertson. And a bunch of those guys from Duck Dynasty. That's a good one to listen to, and you're just looking for something to hear, you know? You're not trying to listen to the news. You're not trying to hear anything crazy. Well, they got some crazy shit that happens on those, but it's good. Good listen. Duck Call Room. Tim Dillon. Always a good listen. Steve Bannon Emergency Podcast. That's the last one that he posted up, and I haven't made it all the way through, but it is. Tim Dillon's one of my favorites. PDB, PBD, Patrick Bet David. That's one, I don't know. You listen to it, but you're going to have to fast forward through about 15 minutes of it, or they just try to sell you hats and fucking gloves and visors and shit for fucking 15 minutes. It's like, shut the fuck up about your merch. I do like to listen to his show, but I'm not going to buy a fucking hat. Okay? Leave me the fuck alone. Just say, at the end or the very beginning of the episode, say, we have new merch on our website. Check it out. That's all you got to say, okay? We all know you have merch. I don't need a 15-minute infomercial on your hats and shirts and shit every fucking episode, okay? Ben Shapiro, he's a good one. Stavi's World, I do like Stavi. Stavi is a badass. I like to listen to him. And then here we are. Part of the problem is it's always a good listen. If you want to listen to news and in-depth news, part of the problem is a good show with the guy, whatever his name is. He's on there. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Little, I don't know. I do like Matt. I do like Shane. I like them both a lot. I want to hear them both a lot. But it seems like it's more of a Matt McCusker. It seems like it's more of his podcast. Shane is busy running around doing all kinds of other shit everywhere else. It seems like he's rarely on there. It's always Matt McCusker and friend. Bertcast, don't listen to it anymore. I'm still subscribed. Bert is just too annoying. I do like him, but I'm not going to listen. I'll listen to a special podcast, like a good one. If there's ever a good one that comes out, I'll listen to that. But this one's called Strawberry Fizz is Sick. No, not going to listen to it. Sorry, Bert, not going to listen to it. You're a lot. You're a lot to deal with, and I don't need to listen to your podcasts about Strawberry Fizz or whatever might be on there. There are some funny moments on those. I mean, they are good, but I don't know. It's just Bert is the machine, and nobody has turned him down or turned him off. He's a wild guy. I like to listen to him on other podcasts. Mainly, he's an interrupter. Everything's always about him. Doesn't matter what story he'll invite a guest on and then talk through the whole fucking thing. And you're like, we don't even know what the guest wanted to say. We have no idea. Andrew Schultz, Flagrant. Yeah, that's a good one. There's just so many people on that podcast. There are so many people on that podcast. That's another issue with Patrick Bet-David is there's so many fucking people on there, and they're all trying to talk at the same time. Patrick Bet-David is a little better because he keeps them kind of in line, but the Flagrant one, it's just like a bunch of friends sitting on a couch talking all at the same time. It's good to listen to, but and I think that's about it. Those are like the recent podcasts that have been posted up from on my list of what's new, so I just want to go through. I don't know. I don't really talk about other podcasts. I guess I do a little bit, but those are what I listen to. If you guys have any suggestions on other podcasts that you think I might like, you are more than welcome to leave a comment. Or don't. It's fine. But yeah, I do a lot of driving. I do a lot of listening. I've gotten really behind. I used to be pretty like up to date on like every podcast, and now I don't know. The last month or so, I've just fallen off. I've been listening to a lot more music lately. I've been listening to my classics playlist. I've been listening to my '79 Chevy Jams playlist. And even my hits playlist, just like listening to music, because I felt like I hadn't listened to music in a long time. So I've been actually just trying to listen to music. It's nice. It's calm. And yeah, that's about it. And I don't know. There's a lot going on in the world today, and it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. It's so hard to keep track of things that it wears you out, and I have that uh, demeanor of when there's so much happening that you can't even get one of them done. You just don't do any of them. Okay, and that's where I'm at. I do listen to a couple of podcasts, but I'm behind on everything. And I used to listen to like the actual radio news where they would, every morning and every afternoon on my way home. And I haven't been doing that either. So, but I know that as of today, I think I'm going to have to find a new route to work because they've been saying, or they've been having signs up on the highways near my work saying that the highway is going to be shut down. And there are like 3 ways to get to my work, and 2 of them are on that highway. So it'll be interesting making my way over there. I'll do a nice little test run today, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna have to figure it out. Figure it out on the fly. But they say like the highway, that whole bridge highway is gonna get shut down. But I don't know if it's the whole bridge and highway. Nobody said it's the whole thing. There's really only been one sign that I've seen saying it's going to be shut down, and I'm like, I don't know, is it? So I'll get it figured out, but I just know it, and I heard that it's going to be a 2-year project. So for the next 2 years, I'm going to have to find a new way to get to work, which I'll get used to it. It'll be all right, but it's also going to be a pain in the fucking ass, especially if like the road that goes underneath that bridge gets shut down. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to get over there? There's going to be like no way to get to where I work. You're blocked by a river and a bridge. And if they're going to shut down the bridge that crosses the river, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, there's several of them, but I'm just not looking forward to it. But hey, look on the bright side. Maybe everything will work out great. Keep all 18 down. Adios. We'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Well, this is going to probably come out on Monday, so have a good Monday.